So let's talk about responding to them. As I said, you can contact me to help you understand what's being asked for and what your response choices are. Read it carefully. Look for those words, risk adjustment. As soon as you see the words risk adjustment, you should be able to go, okay, this is just annoying. I can write a 10-sentence treatment summary and then be done with it and have it off my desk today and not be sweating about this. Do pay attention to deadlines, but sometimes they'll, you'll get a records request. It'll say July 4th, and we need this stuff by July 5th. But again, don't freak out. Just call them up and say, hey, I got this on July 4th. You're wanting it by July 5th. That's, not reasonable. Can you give me an extension? And most of the time you can get an extension. However, I'm going to say this post-pandemic, a lot of us are not getting our mail as frequently as we used to when we were all in our offices. So be sure you're getting your mail in a timely fashion. I've talked to a lot of therapists who are only getting their mail like once a month or once every 3 months. This is not good for your business. So please be sure you're picking up your mail often enough so that you can deal with things like subpoenas or records requests or other bills. And carefully note the number of charts that they're asking for and the session dates requested. Sometimes we over-respond and give them all kinds of information, more than what they're asking for, and that's not good. Now, remember that if it's a prepayment letter and they're asking for one session date, you're actually being asked to send the records for all the sessions that were on that claim. So if they say, oh, we want the notes from, January 1st, and you actually billed for all of December on that same claim, you probably have to send the notes for all of the ones on the same claim with January 1st. So you might want to call and be sure about that. But I would expect that they're looking at a whole claim and they've only put one date on the request. Now, here's the big one. Don't just guess what to send. This can have negative consequences. As I gave that example earlier, this New York clinician said, I'm just going to send them a treatment summary because I don't want to send them my notes because my notes are bad. And this was for a post-payment review. She sent just a treatment summary and they said, you didn't send us what we wanted to, so pay us. They actually said, pay us $189,000. So that was very unusual. And all we had to do was then file an appeal, and I helped her write an appeal and sent them the original progress notes. And then they went away and said, okay, never mind. You don't owe us any money. So don't just guess what to send. Contact the requesting agency. It's if you don't know why they're asking, ask them what is the purpose of this request, and ask if a treatment summary is enough. If you feel more comfortable with a risk adjustment, you can ask. I feel pretty comfortable now. Whenever I get a risk adjustment, I just send it in the treatment summary, and I've never had any problem, and I've never heard of anyone else having problems with that. But if you feel more comfortable, ask the requesting agency and they'll tell you. And you can ask if you want what should be in the summary. For post-payment claims review, you might want to review your state law and see how far back and what are the circumstances under which a plan can recoup money for paid claims. Now, don't you love this picture here? I had my patients tested. I'm negative. For many of us, dealing with health plans can take a lot of patience. So hopefully you're not completely negative with your patients. Okay, so check with your state law, see how far back they can actually go for claims requests, recoup requests. Don't send your original notes. You're always going to be sending copies. Be sure you're holding on to your originals. Keep a copy of everything that you do send, every letter that you send to them. And every correspondence, every appeal, anything you send, just so in case they say we never got it, you can just resend everything very quickly. And take extra good notes about every call that you make to the requesting agency, what they said to you, if there's a call confirmation or reference number, what the phone number you used, who you talked to, extra good notes and that should be the same with anytime you reach out to an insurance plan. Keep those extra good notes.